Greetings and salutations. So, I have a new story, game, thing, I don't know. It's called Dark Nights. I'm not sure to put my camera yet. I've put it in this top corner because it's on the other side. It covered up half of her face, and I wasn't happy about that. But from my understanding, it's about a girl who lives a boring life of sorts and wishes for something interesting to happen. And then at night, things start happening, maybe from the forest or the woods. I don't know. I don't really understand. We meet four mysterious guys. There is a suggestion for how to play the characters out, like the four guys. If you want the most interesting route, she gave, I'm assuming she, the creator, gave us two orders. One if you enjoy being hooked on mysteries, and the other to understand hints given in other routes. But since this is our first time playthrough, I won't understand hints in other routes because I've never played it. So I'm going to choose the order that is most, like, for the puzzles and stuff. And as you may have seen in, like, the Samsara room when I played it with my sister Mushi, I'm not great at puzzles, so we'll see how well we do at this. Yeah, there's supposed to be like 16 possible endings for the four storylines. I probably won't play all 16 endings, guys. I'm just going to be realistic. There's at least 10 hours of playtime, apparently, so it's going to be a rather long series, I think. But yeah, there's a lot of characters. We'll see how that goes, because I'm horrible at voices. Anyway, let's get into this and see what happens. Enter your name. D! It's me. And press enter. Prologue. I should have gone home earlier. My shoes are getting soaked. Everything is so boring these days that I keep losing track of time. Staying home does not help, so I often go out. The library is one of my favorite places to visit because it is so much for me to discover. Even there is a limit to what I can do there. What? Okay. Even then, there is a limit what I can do there. It helps if you read properly, guys. I wish something interesting would happen in this village every once in a while. Anything that would kill my boredom. I often pass by this mansion during the day, but this time it catches my attention. I wonder when the last time anyone last visited this place. No other house in the village looks as lonely as this one does. From afar, it looks grand. If I had to guess, it was probably built over 2 centuries ago. The atmosphere changes as soon as I approach the house. The whole building is surrounded by a veil of thin mist. All the plants in the garden have been taken over by weeds. Behind the trees, I notice an empty fountain with a fairy statue in the middle. Its expression makes the environment even more depressing. I don't know if you all can hear the background stuff, so let me turn this up a little bit for you guys. Maybe that'll help. No matter how you look at it, this place has an incredibly mysterious aura. There's something new to discover with each gaze around the premise. Some of the windows are broken and the door is locked with heavy chains. My feet start to get cold, drawing my attention to my wet socks. Guys, I hate wet socks. It's one of my least favorite things. Wet socks, wet hands. When you have long sleeves on and you get the sleeves wet, it's like the devil's little kisses. I hate them. People get mad at me when I'm in the restroom in public places because I will use the the paper towels and the dryer if there's an option, because I hate having wet hands. But wet socks are very bad too. Ugh. I'll have to come back another time if I want to explore. Ooh. As I'm about to turn around, I see a shadow move behind the windows. I try to focus on it, but it's already gone. It's as if nothing ever happened. Huh. Is it a person, or was it just my imagination? I continue staring at the windows, but nothing else happens. Even though that was strange, I'm more curious than freaked out. Anyway, I don't want to stay in the rain any longer than necessary. My mind is clouded by thoughts of the mansion. Class starts soon. The first hour is history, my least favorite. Math was always my least favorite in school. I was never a fan. It does not take long for me to doze off. I'll take a short nap until class is over. I won't miss much anyway. Choo, choo, choo. Finally, when I open my eyes, school has already ended. I slept through all of my classes. Who let her sit there and sleep the entirety of school? What kind of learning establishment is this? I should be reprimanded for it, but my teacher, Mr. Blanchett, doesn't not usually mind. He gives me special treatment because he knows I live alone and there is no one for him to rat me out to. Oh, well, that's depressing. Perhaps I should not do that too often. My classmates look at me with resentful glares. I notice assignments laying on my desk, history and chemistry. Mr. Blanchett gave us more homework than usual. It can't get any more boring than doing the same assignments over and over again. Wait till you're out of school and you're working the same job over and over again. Talk about boring. Alright, it seems like the other students have already gone home. My friends didn't even bother to wake me up. I will get back at them for this. Now I feel too lazy to get up. Once I am ready, I start to head home. Even though I'm walking on the main road, no one is around. It is usually quiet. It's unusually quiet today. And after what Lyoji told me, I'm feeling especially on edge. My footsteps echo in the silence of the empty street. When I hear another set of footprints, I glance back, relaxing when I see it's only a boy from my school. I look at the cloudless sky and yawn. Even though I haven't done anything today, I feel so exhausted. I want to jump back into bed. I take a few turns. It might be a coincidence, but the boy behind me seems to be following me. I've been walking fairly slow this entire time, so he should have passed me by now. I should test him. There's an easy trick to find out if someone is following you or not. I turn 3 times clockwise or counterclockwise at forks in the road. I will walk in a circle. If the other person does that, it means they have no destination. I enter a small alley. I take a turn. I turn once more. And again. Now, if he's still following me, I know it's not just a coincidence. Right on cue, I hear the boy's footsteps behind me. That guy is still following me? That sure is interesting. I speed up, trying to get him off my heels by taking more turns. Then all of a sudden, my arm is grabbed. I abruptly stop and turn around. It seems my stalker has caught up with me. Oh, he's just a first year. Hello, we don't know each other, but we go to the same school, and I just wanted to ask you something. What is it? Well, will you go out with me? No. To break the ice, I say... Is that all you wanted to ask? The other boy looks at me and scratches his head, obviously flustered. I've never seen him before. This confession is all too sudden. I keep getting a phone call from a spam number, and I block it every time I hit a button with my keyboard. Now, we're gonna block it again. I don't understand why they keep making new numbers. Did I block this one already? I blocked that one. So now, it's not gonna show up until they leave a voicemail. And they don't ever leave a voicemail. So I know it's nothing important, because they never leave a voicemail. So we're gonna block this one too. I don't know. I need to Google what the acronym is it's calling. Anyway, it might have taken a lot of courage for him to confess to me, but I do not appreciate his creepy, stalkerish approach to things. Yeah, no. You really had me freaked out. You should have waited somewhere instead of following me around. I could have punched you in when you grabbed me. Don't do that. Which is something that I do. If you ever see me in public, don't startle me. I don't scare well. I hit first and ask questions later. It's kind of part of my charm. Like, I have punched and hurt many a person. I've knocked wind out of coworkers. But I give everyone a fair warning. Like, when they meet me, I tell them fairly early on, once I know they're mischievous enough, do not scare me. I hit first and ask questions later. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not interested in dating a freshman. Huh? I thought we were in the same year. You look so young. Why is he still a shadow? Have I not identified this gentleman yet? Anyway, I wasn't stalking. You got it wrong, alright? Maybe you should memorize the uniforms for each class. I'm pretty new here. The first time I saw you, I immediately fell for you. Will you go out with me, please? Just give me a chance. I roll my eyes at his cheesy lines. So impatient, too. My answer is still no. Now let me go. Please? The boy keeps holding on to me, even though I try to pull myself free. This is unattractive. Frustratingly, I violently tug my arm away. This guy's attitude is really creeping me out. All the more reason to refuse him. He doesn't seem to know when to give up. What a brat. Sorry, forget what I said. Give me another chance. Let's start out as friends and we can get to know each other better. The boy grabs my other arm and pulls me closer. He's getting more forceful as he tries to keep our conversation going. And it was at that point, officer, that he fell to the ground, several times hitting his face into the concrete. I'm not sure how this happened. Without warning, I knee him in the stomach. He yelps and doubles over, finally letting me go. Ow! Ow! Don't make me repeat myself. I'm sorry, please give me another chance. Is he a masochist? He just ordered me again, but I step aside and grab his arm first. Skillfully, I seize him by his other arm and fold them behind his back. When I speak again, my voice is stern. Try that again, and you won't live to regret it. I never expected a small girl like you to be so strong. I mean, yes, ma'am. If you understand, then go. With a sigh, I release the boy and watch as he runs away. I hear him mumble something inaudible before he disappears down the street. The first years are always so troublesome. He called me a small girl, even though he was small himself. Hello, kitty. How are you, baby? You want to sit on the chair right beside me? Oh, what happened? It prompted me to save? Okay. Back. People like him always stay persistent unless I'm clear with them. Maybe I should report him to the administration? Well, I probably roughed him up enough to teach him a lesson. Once I get home, I go to my room. I put my bag on the desk and drop down onto my bed. As usual, the silence of my house is so heavy, I can feel it making my shoulders sag. I live alone because my parents work overseas. They're usually busy, but they can still call me whenever they can. But they still call me whenever they can. It's not like I miss them, but it is boring to always be alone. I used to have many hobbies, but as soon as I grew up, they started to feel pointless. At some point, they all became repetitive. gallon bucket, which is about halfway full, I guess. Yeah, a little over half. Anyway, I, let alone me and my precious, precious kitty, Harley, who just got thrown off the chair because she bit me for no reason, and then when I tried to pet her, she bit me again, and then I put my arm down and she bit me again, so she lost chair privileges, guys. And then she went off somewhere to meow. I think she's in the room on the dresser looking out the window. Anyway. Pardon me. I do not want to spend my life in an endless cycle of the same routine. As if I'm not doing that right now. For the time being, I will just stay as I am. This village has always been quiet. Aside from the same holidays every year, there's not much going on. I wish something exciting would happen. Actually, perhaps I can make my own excitement. I can try something new. Unless my fate has already been decided for me. I would rewrite this boring village. I think I forgot something. I thought we were going to go to the house today. I guess we didn't go to the mansion. Yeah, there was something I wanted to do. Ah, that mysterious mansion. I'm too sleepy right now. I'm so tired. My eyelids feel heavy, and before you know it, I'm fast asleep. The next day. D! What is it, Ikuya? Did you get in a fight with another student yesterday? Me? Huh? Why do you ask? There's a rumor that you roughed up a freshman yesterday for no reason. Oh, hi, Harley. What are you doing, BB? Did you come back for lovin's? Aww. This is my pretty kitty. You wanna come up here? Are you gonna bite me more? Or are you gonna be a good girl? Seriously, that brat? I should have reported him. Of course I'm on your side. I don't believe he would do such a thing. Part of it is actually true, but to be fair, he was stalking me and being very forceful, so I simply defended myself. A dark-haired boy walks towards us. His name is Ryoji. Like Ikuya, I met him in primary school. See, there's a difference between self-defense and assault. I doubt Mr. Class President will ever understand. You really do remind me of a wild rose. Pfft. I grew roots in this place. If I grew roots in this place, I'd die of boredom. Hi, Harley. Can y'all see her? Ew! Your claws, Harley. Your claws. Please sit on the chair arm. It'd be so much easier. No? Where are you going? Okay, you just need to find a place to sit. This actually reminds me of that time 2 years ago. You know, when you beat up those seniors. Okay. It only wasn't like I wanted to do it. Besides, I only got involved when they started hazing all the freshmen. It's not my fault I couldn't hold back. Try to be nicer to your fellow students. Fine, I will do my best. You should care more about your reputation. Why? It's high school. Aren't you afraid that you'll be able to make friends now that rumor is going around? No. I didn't intend to make friends with the freshmen anyway. You always seem so bored. Meeting new people or falling in love will make your life more exciting. Is this where you've chosen to be? She's a good kitty. Check her out. Look at this precious baby. She's the most precious baby. Hers can't help it. Hers is just a kitty. And your hair is everywhere. Alright. Let's just move that back up. Okay. No comments. Shortly afterwards, we begin to prepare for our trip to the forest. Going to the forest? Our history teacher will be our guide. He supposedly wants to show the class a monument we learned about in class. He claims pictures in books are nothing compared to the real thing. The monument we'll be visiting is only a 15-minute walk from our school. Ikuya is clearly not looking forward to this trip. She has been holding my hand tightly the whole time. Cat hair. It's flying everywhere, Harley. You're everywhere, Harley. It's a good thing you're cute. Because you have made a mess of my jeans. Everyone, don't stray from the path. You don't want to get lost here. Make sure to not disturb the wildlife either. Guess this field trip turned out to be even more educational than I expected. I've never seen this place before. Well, not recently. I got lost during a class picnic once, when I was in primary school. This looks different from what I remember. Ryoji, have you heard about the demon in the forest? Yeah, everyone in my neighborhood is talking about it. Apparently, the rumor started after some tourists went missing on a trip there. Do you think they're true? I don't know. I've never seen the demon before. Don't they only exist in legends? They say there's truth behind every legend. This village has many tales, but I doubt they're all true. If it's true, I hope our little demon friend doesn't eat people. If it does, it wouldn't eat you. You'd taste too bad. Ikuya punches Ryoji. What? Ow! I was just kidding! Ikuya giggles at his reaction. Why is the school taking us to a forest where a man-eating demon really roams around anyway? Harley, you're making this very difficult. Don't bite! No poison. You're being obnoxious. Teachers don't believe the rumors. They think it's just a media stunt, and I know this because my dad told me. I guess we'll have to see what happens. There's cat hair everywhere, guys. There's one thing I would like to warn you about. What is it? It's not public information yet, but recently, a few villagers went missing in the middle of the night. No trace of them has been found. It's as if they just vanished. Oh my goodness! For real? I sure won't be walking around alone again. If we're heading in the same direction, I can walk you home. You could also ask your brother to pick you up. My brother? No, not him. Why? He's from the elite class. He stands out too much. Well, if all eyes are on you, no one's gonna make a move. But being picked up like a kindergartner? Sorry, but... Anyway, even though this news hasn't been officially released yet, you two should be more careful. I don't want my friends to get hurt. I'll be fine. Anyway, should we ask Mr. Blanchett about the demon rumor? Don't mention that. You're ruining the mood. Well, let me ask him. We eavesdrop on Ryoji's conversation. Excuse me, Mr. Blanchett. Do you know anything about the demon rumors? Oh, Ryoji, well... The teacher lets out a sigh and scratches the top of his head. You don't believe in them, do you? Not in the slightest. This forest is home to many different species of animals. Some silly people probably mistook one for a demon. Besides, there's no proof of their existence. The legend about this forest were just stories made up to scare little children. What about the missing tourists? Would you call their disappearances a coincidence? I don't think they disappeared. It's very easy they got lost in the forest without a map or guide. That's probably what just happened to them. A rescue team will find them soon. Just stay with the group and you won't have anything to worry about. I see. What did Mr. Blanchett say? He believes it's all made up. I don't know a thing about this demon, so the rumors have piqued my curiosity. There's at least a grain of truth to every story. Something must have caused the villagers to feel restless. Hey, what do you guys think about doing a little expedition of our own? That sounds interesting. But those missing tourists, what if we get lost too? Don't worry, I have a map. We can always signal for help with a torch. Really? You'll set the forest on fire with that? Why would you even have one of those? This isn't the Middle Ages. I was thinking of a flashlight, which is what I think the UK calls them, as torches. Just kidding, I've got a phone with me. Can you even get signal out here? Mr. Blanchett will... Don't worry, Ikuya. I'm sure everything will go smoothly. If anything does happen, you can blame it on me. Sure, but that doesn't guarantee our safety. Oh, stop overthinking it. What are the chances of anything bad happening? It'll be just like a walk in the park. The worst thing that could happen is us getting lost. Of course that'd be the worst! Don't tell me you're planning for it to happen. Nah, it just occurred to me. I haven't been in this forest in a while. This place looks worse than my memories. Yeah, this place looks too nice for a demon to live in. While we're here, we can look for the missing tourists. Well, I'm up for it. Come with us, Ikuya. I think it will be fun. Fine. Everyone gather together and let's go. The students line up in a small group. The teacher makes sure everyone is present before moving on. Psst. When do we sneak out? Let's head to the back of the line so he won't be able to see us there. The group follows the path and we go the other way. A few minutes later, we end up at a fork in the path. Look, a crossroads. Which path should we take? According to the map, to the right path goes further into the forest, while the left one leads to a waterfall. Let's go to the waterfall. I don't think there's anything interesting among more trees anyway. Excited, the OG skips ahead. She has quite a lot to say today, guys. After a few minutes of walking, we reach the waterfall. A large shimmering lake ringed by lily pads rests at the bottom of it. The cliff face of the waterfall also has a path of rocks lined along it, providing an easy access to the other side of the water. If you all hear this weird crashing noise, Harley is playing with her favorite toy, so there's that. The water is so clear, I can see to the bottom. Whoa, it's huge! The water looks so sparkly, I want to jump right in. You get excited over the simplest things, don't you? Hey, I enjoy a good waterfall. And I love a good bit of nature, especially if it's not trying to kill me. A lot of times nature tries to kill me. There might be dangerous animals or bacteria in the water. If you jump into it, you'll probably be eaten alive. Boo, you always ruin my fun. Yoji chuckles at her reaction. Take a closer look at the lake. I can hear the sounds of birds singing, but there does not seem to be any other animals around. These rocks serve as a perfect seat. Dee, come over here. I'm gonna explore for a bit. I'll be back soon. We'll be waiting here. Don't go too far, okay? I know, don't worry. I skip over to the right side of the waterfall, trying to see what might be behind the stream of water. To my surprise, there seems to be a hidden cave. From the corner of my eye, I notice a shadow moving in the bushes. It moves faster than my eyes cannot. It moves so fast that my eyes cannot make out what it is. It does not help that I was not paying attention. Whatever it was, I'm pretty sure it went into the cave. I look towards the entrance and notice another path of rocks leading inside. Curiosity gets the better of me, compelling me to take a look. I carefully make my way to the rocks. After I manage to get behind the waterfall, I peer around the cave. I cannot see anything in the darkness. The sound of falling water echoes around me. I wish I had my phone with me so I could use it as a flashlight. What could be back there? I know I saw something heading a moment ago, but I can't see anything. Is it just my imagination? I try to shout, but the sound of crashing water overpowers my voice. As I walk deeper into the cave, I try again. Hello? Is anybody there? I call it a third time, but I only hear the echo of my own voice. I hear footsteps behind me. Surprised, I turn around. A shadow stands at the entrance. Who's there? I can't tell from the person's build. I can tell by the person's build. He is a man. With digital darkness, I cannot make out his facial features. Who are you? I shout again, this time louder. Who are you? Stop yelling, I'm not deaf. The man suddenly starts walking towards me. Surprised by his movements, I step back. I slip on the wet, uneven surface and fall flat onto the ground. Ouch! My hand reaches out to me and I'm surprised by the man's kindness. You know, common decency and all. Surprised in this day and age, since the last man grabbed me and wouldn't let go. Suddenly, light filters through the waterfall and I can finally see his face. Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. I take his hand and pull myself up. He gazes at me with his narrow, violet eyes, but I'm more drawn to the long crimson hair he has tied into a loose braid. I'm drawn to the collar that has a chain around it. This man's delicate facial features contrast with his muscular torso and wide shoulders. He's wearing odd traditional clothing, in particular the collar around his neck raises a lot of questions. Thank you. I've never encountered anyone like him in the village. You're disturbing my peace after your shouting, or with your shouting. But that was so blunt and rude. You didn't answer me. I'm guessing you're one of the tourists. Tourists? Did you see I'm a student? How did you discover this cave? Are you lost? Well, I wanted to follow the path outside and never come back. This is private property. Wait, who are you? And what are you doing here? And how do you know about the tourists? And don't ask so many questions at once. Don't cut me off. Answer me. Never mind that. Go back to your group already. But the man roughly grabs me by my wrist and pulls me back to the cave entrance. Hey! Stay away from this place. The man effortlessly pushes me out of the cave. I turn around to complain, but he's already gone. He disappeared as mysteriously as he appeared. What a rude guy. It's not like he owns the cave or anything. This reminds me of how I treated that first-year kid. At least I gave him a chance to explain. This person just... If no one's allowed to go in there, then what about the crimson-haired man? He seems to know about the tourists, too. After letting out a heavy sigh, I hop back across the rocks to Ryoji and Ikuya. Hey, Dee, back already? Did you find anything interesting? Nope. I met a weird guy, but he doesn't seem worth mentioning to Ikuya and Ryoji. Maybe demons don't live here after all. Jeez, Ikuya, have you given up already? Of course demons won't show itself so easily. We should keep looking around. Nuh-uh. I'm tired. Let's go back to the group before Mr. Blanchett notices we're gone. Did Mr. Blanchett ever talk about this forest during history class? I can't remember. That's because you're always asleep during history class. That's not true. I do pay attention sometimes. My friends chuckle. It's been a long day. My feet hurt from all the walking. I'm still curious about the secrets the forest has. And the mansion. That crimson... that crimson-haired guy in particular bothers me. He wasn't dressed like a tour guide. Not that I've heard of any tours in the forest. Digging into it makes me more confused. Perhaps I should stop here. Like he said, it's none of my business. There's no use in fretting over it. Even as one mystery fades, however, another one appears. The abandoned house from yesterday pops into my mind. I did plan on going there again, and it does not seem to be raining right now. I glanced at the time. It reads 8 p.m. It's already dark outside. My feet still hurt, but the house isn't that far. I grab my jacket, and once I decide to go. The streets are completely empty, making the village seem like it is abandoned. It must already be home from work or school. A few minutes later, I reach the old house. It looks exactly the same as last time. Even though it did not rain today, it's still surrounded by that eerie mist. The previous owner must have been very rich to afford the construction of this mansion, especially for the fine details. It shouldn't be a problem if I look around. The house looks larger and older now that I'm close. I inspect the big chains locking the doors. They're not old and rusty like I expected. They seem like they were put on recently. Perhaps the residence has a new owner? Suddenly I hear a sigh from behind me. I quickly turn around to locate the source of the sound. There's someone sitting on the edge of the fountain. He blends in so well with the dreary mist that I did not notice him when I first entered. I slowly approach the man. Up close, I notice he looks near my age. He is most likely from the same school as me, but I've never seen him before. His uniform design is not one that I recognize. Perhaps he's part of the elite class like Ikuya's brother. Each elite student wears a custom-designed uniform, making it difficult to be certain if they even attend our school. To complement their unique uniforms, the elite class has special rules, but I never bothered looking into them. Its members hardly ever appear at school, so only a few of us have ever even seen their faces. Needless to say, there are many rumors about that class. According to Ikuya, you need to have very high grades to qualify, but there might be more to it than that. Many students envy their status. Hello? The guy flinches and looks at me, startled. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, please don't mind. My apologies for not noticing you earlier. May I sit here? Be my guest. He looks so sad. Could he be the shadow I saw yesterday? His outfit reminds me of, I think it's... Oh Lord, from Bleach. The Quincy. Only he wears all white when he's in his robes, but like the cross... What is his name? Uryu, maybe? I have not watched Bleach in like a decade, but I think that was his name. I know it was a Quincy. But his uniform reminds me of that a little bit. Do you come here often? It sounds like a cheesy pickup line, but I don't know what else to say. I do. This place has an interesting atmosphere. He looks away from me, the warm copper of his gaze thoughtful. Something about him feels off. I'm not sure, but is he sad? I can't really read his expression. What about you? Well, I can't tell him that I saw something strange here the other night and come to investigate. That sounds like weird. I've never noticed how interesting this place was before, so I thought I'd come take a closer look. At this hour, I like going for walks at night. Likewise. This man's expression clears up and he smiles. Would you like to go for a walk with me then? Sure, I say, going off with a random stranger. Why not? It's odd that someone would offer to go for a walk with a person they've just met. He does seem friendly and polite, though. He stands up. We follow the path through the garden. Unlike the rest of the garden, this path is not covered with weeds. The ground is even and well trod. As we walk, he points out the statues hidden away by unusual shrubs and flowers I have not seen before. He does it so naturally, it's as if he owns this place. The moonlight and starry sky illuminate the view, which makes it even more beautiful. I never expected to find beauty in an abandoned place like this. The man smiles mysteriously at my comment. You seem to know quite a lot about this mansion. I would be happy to answer any questions you have. Do you know who put the chains on the doors? His eyes swivel from mine again. The man hesitates to speak. I seem to have found my answer. I do not know about it. I guess he doesn't want to say. He looks flustered. Maybe I shouldn't push any further for now. It's getting late. I should go home. Have a good night. I head back to the yard and realize that I have not asked the man's name. I turn back to try and find him, but he's already gone. Okay. I think I will leave things here for now. We're on like day 3 or 4 or something. I'm not really sure. Save. Yes. Day 4. And we're still in the prologue. So, not really sure how long the prologue's going to last. But I think this is a good spot. I want to try and finish the prologue, but it's getting a bit lengthy. So we will call it a day here. So yeah, this is Dark Nights. It seems interesting. I think we've met 2 of our 4 men, though I cannot tell you which is which as we do not have a name yet. But until next time, I bid thee adieu, levies. Toodles!